From this to this. If you're interested to know how I got this transformation, if you're interested to level up your makeup game, keep watching. Don't ever do your makeup without properly moisturizing. Then go in with your favorite primer. And I love to go in with my blush first before any other skin work. This is a game changer. Don't miss this particular step and you won't regret it. So I just blend, melt everything in. I go in heavy on the blush, yes, for a reason. Then I conceal everywhere that needs to be concealed. No foundation under my eye because we don't need any product build up here. We need it to look as skin-like as possible. Under my eyes, my nose, everywhere that needs to be highlighted, and foundation. My foundation is almost out. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. If you like to use beauty blender, good for you. If you like a foundation brush, anyone, to just melt that product properly. Blend. Take your time, sis. You don't want to rush this. Then I go in with a more dense and smaller brush to get in every corner under my eye. You can use a beauty blender, but I prefer to use a brush because this, give me the coverage I need. And I like to be very careful because that blush on my nose is acting like a contour. I don't want any product build up, so I'm not using a contour. But you can use a contour, but just go in lightly and then blend this because I don't want this to just go everywhere. I am very precise. Then use my foundation brush to just melt everything together. The remaining product, I'll just apply it on my forehead. My forehead, I don't apply any foundation there because it gets so sweaty, so I go back without your blush or beauty blender brush, then reactivate that blush. So melt everything together, let the blush come through. You see how everything is coming together. I'm using a powder my Ezza skin shade because I just need everything to melt in together, look as skin-like as possible. This look works for everything. Glam, subtle, everything. I'm going to contour with a shade 2 to 3 times darker than my skin tone. Nothing too dark. You don't want to have harsh contour. And make sure your brush is very soft because you don't want to move your base around. It is very important your blending brush is very soft. You can see how pointy my nose is looking now. Then I'm contouring with that same shade around my jawline, my forehead, everywhere that needs to be contoured. And you can see I am doing this in tapping motion. Don't swipe, tap. So I'm going in with this powder. This is not a setting powder, this is a foundation powder. I didn't have any setting powder on me, that's why I'm using this powder. You can see the technique I'm using. Do this exact technique for your setting powder. If you want to bake, you can bake, but then I'm not baking because this powder is too pigmented, and if you leave it, it's going to just stay there without moving. This helps to just brighten those area I highlighted, and it also gives it a smoother finish. And now for my brows, you can see my pencil is very well sharpened. So this is a very important step. I like a very sharpened pencil. So what I do to save time is outline below my brows. Then the mouth is still very much pointy. Then give that hair-like stroke in front very lightly. You don't want to be strong-handed with this step. You need that hair-like stroke to give you a very subtle, sweet, and clean brows. And then I outline above before going to fill. You see how that brow is already giving crispy and clean without even concealing, right? That's because of my pencil is very sharpened. And then I brush through, then conceal. While concealing your brows, please avoid using too much concealer. That's why I place my concealer on my hand, just to be able to control the amount and quantity I'm using on my brows. Too much of concealer is going to make the look very messy if you can't do it properly, or it's going to give it harsh lines. So while doing this, please be blending out the concealer because you don't want it to be difficult to blend at the end of the day. So while doing it, just blend immediately. You don't know the concealer you're using, whether it's going to dry out very fast or not. My concealer does not dry out, but the eyeshadow. So I'm doing a beginner's friendly eyeshadow, just going in with a deep brown. If you see, I packed it on my lid first before blending out the edges. You can see I'm blending out just the edges, then go back and pack in on my lid. This is just to give it that very deep, sweet look. This is a smoky eye. It can go like that, but I decided to put shimmer just to spice up the look. You can do this with any color of shimmer. Just know how to blend properly, then use whatever shimmer or whatever color you like. This is like the easiest look. Just 2 colors. Just 2 colors. I'm using this shimmer too to kind of give me a cut crease If you don't know how to do a cut crease, you can just use your shimmer or your eyeshadow to just, mimic a cut crease. As you can see, I'll be looking at both eyelids to make sure both of them look as identical as possible before putting my eyeliner. So if you need a more in-depth makeup, maybe brows, eyeshadow, highlighting, contouring, or lip tutorial, please tell me in the comment section. I will do just that. I already have a couple of videos on lip tutorials, lip combos, and how I outline my lips, so you can go back and check them out. I have both on my shorts and on my playlist. So this is me just outlining my lip. You can never catch me sleeping on overlining. I always do this. So if you like this kind of look, go and check out on my old videos. I'm just doing one of those lip combo. I also have this lip combo there on my old video, so go and check it out. This look is definitely giving timeless. It's definitely giving glam, also giving subtle, also giving everyday clean girl look. And I don't sleep on lip gloss every day. I'm eating lip gloss, so I do this heavily. Another underrated but very important step is cleaning out your lip. Use your concealer brush. Don't even use new product. Just use that brush to just clean out the edges. This makes the look come together. It gives you a more clean look. You see, whenever you just have lip gloss or something just at the side, it makes your look untidy. So always clean out your look. Then I'm going back with my powder to just brighten out the under eyes and take away oil from the look and just make it more clean. Then go in with your highlights. I'm not a fan of this particular highlight, but any highlights you are comfortable with, you use. I was just trying this highlight for the first time. It is not bad, but I expected so much more. I like a very pigmented highlight, something that would just let me pick the amount of pigment I want. But with this highlight, I have to really go into it. So I was expecting so much. I had too much expectation, but it's really affordable, so I'm not feeling bad. So I'm just highlighting all those spots that you see. If I just turn any place that light just hit, I'll notice it's shiny. You will see me highlighting that point. That's exactly where you should highlight. If you turn and you see that, okay, this place is shiny, that place needs highlight, that's exactly where you should be highlighting. This particular step is very delicate. Use your beauty blender, but lightly blend in that setting spray without taking away from your makeup. Please be very light-handed on that step. Then going back with my powder to just take away the shine from all those highlighted points. All of this place I put my concealer, I'll just go there and put my powder to just take away that shine. If you see I am going very lightly, don't want to take away the product from my face, just light-handedly apply your powder. Not too much powder, just one swipe. Use that for all of your face, and this look is finished. If you enjoyed this look, do tell me in the comment section the kind of makeup or the kind of looks you want me to do tutorials on, and I will definitely do it. Bye.